Hi, this is Bobby Glidey, best-selling author of Embrace the Chaos. Today I want to talk to you about how you can deal with anxiety that you might be feeling as a result of changes happening in your workplace, in your job, in your business, in your career, in your life. A lot of anxiety occurs often when we have uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen with our job. We're worried about our job. We're worried about our future. We're worried about something that hasn't happened yet. And what happens, we get anxiety because we feel a loss of control. I think that's really the core of anxiety, and is this idea that we don't have control. We don't have control of the outcome. We don't know how it's going to play out, and so we worry about it all the time. And we get anxiety and we get stress. I've been there. I was in a corporate career for many years. We had this big change in my company. I wasn't sure if I had a job when I walked into work in the morning. I had great success over many years, but I wasn't sure about a lot of things. I felt like I had no control. I couldn't put my finger on it at that time. But looking back, I learned that the focus, the root of so much of our stress is this idea that we've lost control. But what I learned is that we really have very little control in the first place. We really have very little control in the first place. We can't control the boss, the customers, the colleagues. I have a difficult time controlling my kids. To think we can control life. You can't. We can't control life. The only thing we have control over is really our actions. I used to say we have to have control over our thoughts. Often we don't even have control over our thoughts. We're cycling through so much information in our head from so many devices and so many places that we lose control even of our thoughts sometimes. But really the good news is, how do you deal with stress is you focus on moving forward. You transform that energy into thinking about the loss of control and accept that we really don't have much control of a lot of things. We do have control over ourselves. And that's the power. That's the power to break through anxiety, is recognition that the control is not on the outside but on the inside. That's what set me free. I was in India, of all places, and I learned in this crazy, chaotic environment where there's no control. You have no control when you go to India because there's so much chaos. 1 billion people everywhere making little actions, tiny actions that are moving around in this slush, in this swoosh of the marketplace, of the place that's just, brimming to the top with so many people. There was a bus coming at me. I was looking at this bus, trying to get on this bus. It was completely full, and I was like, oh my God, how do these people get on? I mean, it's chaos there. You realize is that we don't have much control in life, but we do have control over ourselves. So if we redirect that energy of focusing and worrying about what we don't have control over, which is, I think, the root of anxiety, we focus instead on our actions and ourselves and what we do every single day. The social circles that we're around, the goals that we have, what we want to try to achieve in the future, being grateful to what we have right now, being content with being happy on the inside, and trying to contribute in a positive way to improving somebody else's life. Those are things you can control. We do those things, we start getting into momentum, and one thing leads to another. You're on this completely different path with new people and new opportunities that make your life better. I believe that you can adapt, that we can adapt as human beings to anything. We just don't know it yet. And all this change that we feel, I want to remind you that the control you have is of yourself. And so redirect that energy from trying to control other things, and which is trying to predict the future, which is trying to overthink about the future, to bring back that energy to controlling yourself, doing something about it. So go for a walk, talk to really good people, read a book, focus on what you're trying to achieve. What do you want to do in your life? Try to focus on those kind of things and have experiences. Have unique experiences. Get out of the phones and the computer and these movies and serials that series you might be watching on various shows on Netflix and so on. Get away from these things and really to redirect that to what you do every single day, to participate. I think once we do, you're going to feel great. You're going to start meeting new people. Mind is going to open up, and you're going to reduce your stress, reduce your anxiety. I think also you're going to learn to grow. That's really the key, is how do we keep momentum moving forward? How do we move forward in our life? And it's by taking actions that you control every day. So I hope this video has been useful. My name is Bob Miglani. Would love and respect for all that you do. Have a great day. Bye.